Nervos Network. Now, Nervos Network are not actually that far away from a new all-time high. I do want to talk about where this can go. You'll see by the title, my title is very, very conservative. That's more out of the fact that throughout the bear cycle, I said that this has a target of at least 3 cents, but I want to take a look at a realistic price that this is going to hit in terms of new all-time high. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. I expected that they were going to make me a lot of money, and you can see what they were worth when I recorded the videos. You can also see the highs that these coins hit in under a year and a half, as well as what your profits would have been if you'd have put $100 into each one. And if you had done that for all 26, your total profit in under a year and a half would have been over 123 grand, which is not too bad. Now, I sold all of these, but I do share all the coins that I own on my website, copymycrypto.com. So whenever I find a coin that I think is going to make me a lot of cash, I jump onto my site, tell my members about the coin that I'm going to buy, the profits it can have, and the percentage of my money I'm going to put in. Members can copy along exactly, which means they make the exact same money as me. But the added bonus there is they don't have to do any work at all, which is why we have thousands of members on the site. They're making great money in crypto, but they're not having to do any work at all. If you want to see what they've made, go onto the site, you'll see it there. If you want to see what I've said in the past as well, go onto the site and you'll see it there. And you can also verify it all because it's all on the history of this channel. We're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with your portfolio, not convinced with your portfolio, or just not really got started in terms of sorting anything out, now is the time, because we're going to have the halving in less than 3 weeks now. And once that happens, there's going to be a lot of profits you would have missed. So like I said, check out copymycrypto.com because it maybe will be able to help you out. Now, Nervos Network is, I've always said 3 cents, man. 3 cents is the target. This now, to me, is inevitably going to hit an all-time high. First of all, its high was 4.4 cents. It's about halfway there at this point. Now, Nervos Network is an open source public blockchain. The goal is to create a peer-to-peer crypto economy network where users can access a wide range of blockchain services, and they have a dual layer architecture. So the base layer where the consensus mechanism operates and smart assets are stored, and a computational layer where all the transactions happen. As a result, they have a really, really good throughput. They can process a lot of transactions per second. Now, the base layer is known as the common knowledge base, and it has its own cryptocurrency called CKB, or CKB. It uses the proof of work consensus mechanism and it fundamentally drives the Nervos system. It's used to pay miners for keeping the network safe, managing resources, and letting users store things on the network. And the Nervos network allows a lot of developers to create dApps that can operate on various different blockchains. Now, any of the network layers can be used to run dApps and smart contracts as well. So it isn't simply one system, like one layer does this, another layer does that. It is actually just designed where the key thing really is just the base layer is the consensus mechanism. But beyond that, it can still do everything else. The Nervos Foundation initiated the project in 2018. Terry Tai, who developed the Yumbi crypto exchange and co-founded T-Hour.fm. Daniel, I'm just going to say LV because I'm not sure how to say that. Co-founded RubyChina.org and serves as the CTO for both IM Token and Yumbi. And Kevin Wang's an engineer who provided consulting services to IBM Silicon Valley Lab and co-founded the Launch School. So between them, they've got a really, really strong resume. As I said, the way that they've set this up with the architecture means that their throughput is really, really strong, very, very, very scalable. And they talk about the fact that they are censorship resistant as a platform, which, in a time where censorship is common, always a good thing. Now, one thing that I have always been impressed with around the Nervos team is the level of marketing that they have done. They have been outstanding in terms of marketing. When they first launched, there were YouTube ads around Nervos constantly. They had very specific, tailored, paid articles that were everywhere across the internet. All of that has ensured that that they have had a lot of investment throughout, from retail. I mean, throughout the last year or so, and the last few years. But I actually expect that we'll see quite a significant uptake in investors, particularly as they're closing in on that top 100. And they've been in and out of it a couple of times, but I think it's inevitable that we'll see that. Hash rate wise as well, it's worth pointing out the hash rate has been pretty steady. This is the latest hash rate data over the last sort of 3 months, but it is sort of slightly starting to tick up more and more and more. I mean, compared to where it was for blocks of November, the hash rate is now about 50% higher. That's a sign that you've still got miners that are coming here more and more and more. I think if we can, and if we just compare to, let's try and get it to like 2021, and even compared to 2021, like the hash rate difference is about 5 times what it was. Now obviously we had the Ethereum merge, so miners started leaving Ethereum, and a lot of them have come to Nervos. And why have they come to Nervos? Because they believe Nervos to be a profitable place to come. And if we go to the sort of the window where there we go. It's odd that they skipped a year, isn't it? That is weird. Okay, it's kind of annoying. I would have been interested to see if we got like a real-time data of how many people left. Like what was the significant day-to-day change from the merge. Look, overall, Nervos is actually got a pretty significant whale accounts as well. As you can see, some of the whales have, these are obviously specific. Those will be either treasury or there'll be some of them might be burn. I doubt that could be burn based on that. But the whales wise, a couple of percent of the supply, but obviously that's worth a hell of a lot of money. But generally, you've not got like a significant level where owners are going to shoot, like you're at risk of being dumped on. So I think that in terms of safety, I think it's pretty damn great. Big question really is going to be how high this can go. Now, I think honestly we're now at a point where we've got, look, 3 cents has always been the target. I've said throughout the bear cycle. I was saying it loads and loads and loads. But I think we're certainly in a world where this can hit 5 to 10 cents. Like there is a definite world where this can hit all the way up to 10 cents. There'll be a market cap of 4 billion, which is obviously quite high, but one of the ways that will happen if they get a listing on Coinbase, which is definitely, they're definitely going to have some chance of that. The question really will come down to like timing. If Coinbase lists them when they're hovering around 3-4 cents, yeah, it will blast at 10 cents. And look, they're everywhere for a reason. Like they've been doing very good work. No longer do they have to do like these targeted marketing strategies on the crypto news sites. I'm sure they still do 1 or 2 of them here and there, but they don't really have to at this point. They've now been trying to reach $1 billion market cap. It's quite clear they're going to reach that sooner or later. And yeah, I think with a Coinbase listing, and that's the key thing, if they get a Coinbase listing, there's no reason this can't hit 10 cents or more. Excuse me. And let's be honest, once we see Bitcoin, after the halving and Bitcoin's flying up and hitting new highs consistently like it has been doing, once we see Ethereum reaching for new highs, once an Ethereum ETF lands, and that will land, it's just, at the moment we've got the SEC kicking the can down the road on that one, as they did with Bitcoin. But once that comes into fruition as well, Ethereum pumps, rest of the market will start pumping as well, and Nervos can challenge, in theory, for anywhere from 4 billion to like 10 billion as a market cap, and that's a range of 10 to 25 cents. So it's very, very achievable. Like 3 cents, I thought it was going to take longer for them to hit 3 cents than it has. They've absolutely rocketed up, and that's a sign that retail's interested, development's going well. Things just look really strong for them right now. But let me know what you guys think about them. Do you think they can hit $1? Let me know in the comments. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in this bull cycle, you can. All you have to do is go to copymycrypto.com, check out the site. Everything on the site is public record, whether it's what the members have earned, whether it's what I've said in the past. And look, in 2020, no one was talking about Phantom. I was the only one that actually put anything out about Phantom. I actually put a course out saying this is the best investment of 2020. Phantom went up nearly 700 times. Now, when I find coins like Phantom now, it is not a create a course job. I literally just buy it, and my members all buy it as well. So if you want to see the coins that I think are going to go massive as well, check out copymycrypto.com. Because the halving is very, very soon, and if you haven't got your portfolio sorted, copymycrypto.com can help, guys. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.